Hi guys, how are you today? Okay, it's time to talk Wendy Williams. Now, if you've been following my channel, you know I've been covering the Wendy Williams story. Actually, I've been covering the downfall of Wendy Williams. And I'm here to say every time I do a video, I always think it can't get any worse than this. And each time I have a new video, it gets worse than before. To the point where I've been asking probably about 2 videos ago, Wendy Williams show, the Wendy Williams show needs to be canceled for her own sake. So let me just go over a couple things I said in my previous videos to bring you up to date and share the news that I have to talk with you guys today. Now today's video is going to be about her having inappropriate behavior towards her employees. Now I need you guys to read between the lines and know exactly what I'm saying, because I can't say words that will trigger the censor on YouTube. If the censor's triggered, then the whole video gets taken down. And I need this video to stay up because people need to know what's really going on behind the scenes. Now I also think I did a video about fans being concerned about her. After today's video, you're going to be more than concerned. I think many people are going to agree with me. It's time for that show to be canceled just for her own survival. Wendy Williams is on a horrible downfall, and we are all witnessing it, even though the networks are trying to cover it up. Okay, so what did I talk about in the past? I talked about her drug problem, her drug of choice being the white powder stuff that I can't say, and alcohol. I already reported that. I don't think it's going to get better anytime soon, because her mother allegedly dealt with an alcohol problem, and I'm told that those kind of things get handed down, which would make it more difficult for her, more unreasonable to expect a quick recovery. Okay, this is something that was dealt with in the family for years. I already talked about her being diagnosed allegedly with the early stages of dementia, the early stages of dementia, which is very, very bad. I also know that the early stages of dementia can be brought on by alcohol abuse, and I learned that from the actress Rita Hayworth is her name. When you abuse alcohol, it does a lot of damage to your body and can cause a lot of health problems, and dementia is one of them, which makes the situation even worse, because now if she has these outbursts, you don't know if it's because of substance abuse and alcohol or if it's because of the early stages of dementia. The dementia thing is making things 10 times worse, because as you know, dementia can eventually lead to Alzheimer's. It's really, really bad. Okay, so I talked about that in the past. I also talked about her problems with her employees. We all know that she previously fired DJ Booth, basically for something that he's seen. He's seen any inappropriate behavior of her touching herself. She basically fired him for that. I'm being told he didn't even have an explanation why he was fired, and it's because of what he's seen. He wasn't the only one in the room that saw what was going on, but he got the worst punishment for it. It was being fired suddenly after being with the company. I believe it was years. I don't know how many years he's been with them, but I'm talking over a decade. What else did I talk about in the past? Now, I think that's about it. If I forget anything, I'll bring it up later in the video. Now let's talk about what's going on today. All of these lawsuits that she has going on in the mix. Okay, so according to the rumors, Wendy has approached several of her employees, both men and women, looking for sex. There's a word for it, but I can't say the word because I really think it will trigger the censors. She's been known in the past, allegedly, to have transactions with both men and women. So her approaching staffers looking for sex is a way of harassing them. Nobody should have to deal with this, okay? Some of the people she has paid off. Some of the people have sued her. Some of the people the production company have helped cover up the situations because they don't need anything out there about her behavior. We all, have you guys all seen the movie with Demi Moore, Indecent Exposure? I can't remember the name of it. Most people think that women suffer from this behavior. Like men harass women looking for sex or your job is over. No, women are not the only victims. Men can be victims also. And it looks like that's what's going on in Wendy Williams' world. And imagine what her staff is going through. She is making advances to these people looking for sex. That is something that women have been accused of suffering, but it makes your job a living nightmare, okay? If you don't do it and give in, she could fire you at the drop of a dime. If you do it, it's forced. It's just a horrible situation. So now you have this drunk, I'm sorry I have to call her that, but I have to call it what it is, an addict approaching you looking for sex. What do? Do you go public about it, where the production company and everyone's going to try to cover it up, give you hush money? It's just a bad situation to be in. We already know that her staff is working under stress. Okay, they are all worried about getting fired at any given minute for any given reason. But to add her asking you for sex on top of that, it's just a real shit show going on over there. The rumor is people are getting fired over there for inappropriate reasons, for basically no reason at all, but for the shit show she's got going. So, because basically her employees are working for an alleged drug abuser, an alleged alcoholic, and now a person that will touch you in inappropriate places looking for sex. See why I say every time I do a new video, it gets worse and worse? According to the rumors, the network wants to get rid of her, but they're looking for the next talent. According to the rumors, Nick Cannon was supposed to replace her. But all of a sudden, do you guys remember a couple months back, he came out and made an inappropriate statement about Jewish people. That went the opportunity for him to replace Wendy Williams. They're actively looking. The rumor is they know what they're dealing with in Wendy Williams and just how bad it is. But what does it say that we're going to keep her on for as long as we can until we can find appropriate replacement? The new talent is how it's being reported. They're looking for the new talent to replace Wendy Williams, and they know exactly what they're dealing with. It's insane over there. It really is a circus act, and I'm glad I don't work for the Wendy Williams show. Now get this part, because this is even more psycho if you ask me. Yes, the network knows what they're dealing with, to the point that they have taken an insurance policy out on Wendy Williams. What does that mean? That means if for any reason they have to pull the plug without it being planned or just, you know, on a whim, that they can recoup some of their money that they are literally, if you ask me, wasting on Wendy Williams. Does anybody care? Does anybody care? That means their bottom line is money, okay? And they will do whatever they have to do to make it, to save it, including push drunk out on stage to do the show, just as long as we don't lose any money. I mean, I don't know what's worse, watching the downfall of Wendy Williams or the networks, whose bottom line is that dollar bill. I mean, it's bad any way that you look at it. Now, do you guys see why I'm saying this show should be canceled immediately? It's just too much going on over there. I mean, it's just a shit show and a circus act. I mean, and then add your boss touching you in inappropriate places, asking for sex. I don't see how this can go on. I just don't. I really don't. But as I say in every video, we all have our different opinions, and that just happens to be mine. So we got to talk about this in the comment section. Do you guys believe that she is inappropriately touching her staff and asking them for sex? And then what do you guys think should ultimately happen to the show? It's just too much to bear. It's just too much. Okay, guys, if you want me to continue following this story and you like this video, don't forget to click that like button. It does wonders for my video. Also, if you haven't already subscribed and hit the notification bell, don't forget to do that. I'll meet you guys in the comment section. We really do have to have an adult conversation. I mean, it just has to be had. Okay, you guys, bye for now. See you next time.